Hello everyone, welcome back to DevOps and Cloud with Arya. In the previous video, we already talked many things about the Kubernetes deployment, service, ingress, many things actually, like auto scaling too. But the thing is, we still miss some interesting topic that actually matter during the development and also the deployment. So usually the case is when we do the integration with the Kubernetes, usually we will use the private repository for our project. So instead of using the public image that present in the hub.docker.com or the public Docker registry, we will use the private registry. You can mention it like the Gitlab registry or even like any other registry. So the thing is, usually it will be like we are working on the certain registry and then we will push the code, and there is the pipeline in the repository itself that will create the image and push the image to the image registry. So only after that there will be another job that will trigger Kubernetes to do the pulling from the private registry to deploy the latest artifact or the latest image that we have based on the tag that we already specify. So you can like having the latest tag, and then you have the dev tag, staging tag, upload, hotfix, anything. So it's depend, but the idea is still same. You will use your own repository with your private registry to store your application, because you don't want to expose your application to other people because it is like confidential. So now the question is how we can do the integration between the Kubernetes to pull the image from the private registry. So we will try. I already prepare the private registry using the Gitlab. So this is the registry of gitlab.com. You will get this automatically when you are like creating a new project in the Gitlab. And this is also there is a one image that I already prepare, and we can use this image to try whether we are able to do the pull or not. So this is the default one. Okay, so now let's try to deploy a new app using this image. Okay, I just need to specify the full path for this one. Okay, and let's see whether it is possible or not. Let first, like usual, check the existing deployment. Okay, there is one Nginx deployment, right? Let me delete that one. Okay, it's deleted now. Now let's change the base image for the deployment. See, okay. I think I will use the same name, deployment. See, so in this deployment, the rest is actually same. I mean, I use the one replicas because I don't want to have some auto scaling. And then this one, you see in the container section, we have naming the container as Nginx and then the name of the image. So instead of Nginx 1.14.2, we can use something like this. See, this is the URL of the image itself, the registry, and then the image name, and then also the tag. Okay, let's try to check whether it is able to pull the image from the GitLab registry. kubectl apply nsf deployment. Now the deployment is created. Get deployment again. Okay, let's check and get pods. See, it is running fine. Okay, because the image grab GitLab. In this host, I already have this image. So now what happened when I delete this one? Okay, let me delete the deployment first. Okay, and delete the image. Okay, now there is no like image on my local computer. Okay, no, nothing. And the deployment, also nothing. Now the thing is, like any private repository for the image, we need username and password, the credential. So I already created that, and I will delete this one. See, let's delete this, and now let's try to deploy again, and let's check. As you can see now, instead of having 1 per 1, it is like 0 per 1, because we got this error image pool. Because the image itself in the private repository and we don't have any access to that, so it is failing to pull. Scribe pods, let's check the status of this. See, pulling image from this is failed because of the access forbidden. This is the credential issue, the access issue. So now what we can do is back again. Okay, oh, not that's it. We can delete the deployment like before. Okay, now, so now what we can do is we can create a file for the Docker config, or even we can use the command that we already prepared in the Kubernetes to create the secret. So the idea of this image is actually during the pulling from the private registry, the pod itself will use the secret that we already prepared, and the secret actually contains the Docker config for the authentication. So we will do that. So now let's create a new token first. Kubernetes, and the guys, team maintenance will be okay because this is only for read this one, write registry and read registry, and yeah, that's all. Now later I will copy this. Now the thing is, we can do the creation of the registry itself, I mean the secret for the registry. So we can use the command for kubectl create secret docker registry record, and the Docker server in this case is this one. This is the Docker server, the Docker server. See, because like it is like different for each project, and now you need to specify the username. Docker username is, you can put like Gitlab, and the Docker password is the one you get from here. Let's copy this. Something like this. There is no, okay, it's be good. And Docker email, contact me at arya.id. See, so now let's try to create this one. Sorry, this is like minor typo. Create. So now the secret is created. kubectl get secret. Let's see, there is like record here, and if we check the content, actually it is like docker config.json, actually config.json if you are having the Docker. So by default, when you authenticate your local with the Docker, it will create file called config.json that located under the .docker. Okay, so this content is actually that. Okay, but it is in the base64 format, like we already talked in the secret video. So now let's back to the deployment, and let's try to apply this secret for the image pooling. So let's back to the deployment, okay, to this part, and we can set in the image pool that we want to use the secret to do the pooling. So we can specify image pool secrets. The name is registry credential. Okay, and now the moment of truth again. Let me check again. The name is the record. Nice. So now let's try to create the deployment again. nice. Deployment. See, the magics happen. So now instead of getting the 0 per 1, we getting the 1 per 1. Get pods. It is running. kubectl and what to call describe span pods. See, previously it is failing during the image pooling, but now it is successful because like we already put the credential during the image pooling. So in this case, you can like have the credential configured in your secret again and to be used in the pod, so it can be used to pull the image. So using this, even like you having your own GitLab on your on-premise environment, that's okay, as long as the Kubernetes cluster can access them, or even you having the another what I call a solution for hosting the image container, the registry, that's also okay, as long as the credential is configured properly in the a secret and in the deployment, so you can mention that you will use this credential to pull from that image registry. So that's good. So if you can see here, it is good, all of them is good. Let's see whether we have or not in this one to check the secret, whether it is used. kubectl describe deployment nginx deployment. Let's see. Please run take rolling of it. See, this is the image. See, this is the difference. This is only to showing you that it is for sure using the image from the GitLab itself. Okay, so yeah, that's all for this video. So I hope this video is useful for you to integrate your Kubernetes with the GitLab. And if you find that this video is useful and this channel is interesting, don't forget to subscribe, share this video to your social media, and join the membership program to support this channel even further. See you in the next video.